So yeah, I think that's a good question for investing. Do you have collectibles that you're especially proud of? Maybe even something that's valuable, like the Mickey mantle. So how do you advise about collectibles?
Well, we ask those questions actually now because there's some people, especially folks in our private wealth division, that have some really expensive items that are near and dear to their heart, and that it's not about the value. They're never going to sell them, but they want to give them to the right person, and it's an estate planning question, right? It's like, well, okay, I want to give this to my daughter because my son doesn't care about these figurines that are worth $100,000, right? They're a special type. Or this example, we were talking about Mickey Mantle or Hank Aaron rookie card. I mean, you give that to your daughter, a lot of times they're going to go, they'll just sell it. And the son may go, no, I'm going to keep it. It's going to continue to appreciate. That was dad's, that's important to me. And it's a memory, sentimental value. And so I think that's where you were like, okay, well, if you're going to give a $2 million Mickey Mantle baseball card to your son, what is your, daughter going to get?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So that's where it comes into complication.
Yeah,
are you giving her $2 million of your IRA or $2 million of your stock portfolio or real estate? Like, how are you going to separate that out? And you start talking about like, yeah, I've really thought about that. And so it's, estate planning is a constant thing. It's like mowing your lawn. You can't just let it go. I mean, if
you can, but you got to work on it like me for 5 hours on one weekend.
Right. So that's that's the thing. It's constant maintenance, making sure what all the assets are accounted for. How do you want to, bring them to the next generation? But you are taking a lot of risk on one baseball card. It could drop in value. So if it's worth that much, sell it if you need it for retirement.
That's easier said than done, man.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like we've got clients that have antique cars, and I never have ever said, "Oh, you should sell that." Never.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if they came to me and said, "Hey, we're getting ready to sell the car," oh, okay.
Those items are coveted.
Yeah,
people covet those items.
Yeah, get rid of your 1965 Mustang that you first had in high school.
Yeah,
that you love more than anything.
That you and Sally made out in the back seat.
Right. That's the car that was the beginning of your family, and you're gonna sell that car, and I'll never do that. But there is a point sometimes where they go, "Look, I'm not using it anymore." It's like real estate. It's one of those things where you get to a point where like it's too much of a headache. I'm not getting a return on it. I'm wasted too much time on it. I need some help to unload this. What's interesting is that people think just because it's a collectible that you won't pay any tax.
I wondered about that.
Absolutely.
Like that Barrett Jackson auction.
Oh, yeah.
When you sell a $1.3 million whatever car, they've got to pay tax on that.
Yeah, it's a collectibles tax, and it's actually higher than capital gains. But it's all one of those.
So that's a different thing. I would have thought that fell under capital gain.
No, it's a collectible tax. So
interesting.
But here's the thing. It's one of those. If what the IRS knows and what they don't know kind of thing, because I haven't seen too many people put collectibles on there, and I know people are selling things once in a while.
Oh, right? Yeah,
you just don't see it on the tax returns very often.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how they're selling it and not having a gain, but